going to admit that y'all are prostitutes. The lifestyle that some of y'all are promoting is literally modern day prostitution. Whether you want to admit it or not, y'all love covering it up with get that bag, only use it for what he has, da 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 da. But y'all forget to mention, like, bro, they're not doing this out the kindness.
What the hell you talking about? Since I'm the only thing to talk about, been here from the start. Nah, I don't want your awards, keep your applause.
Y'all really be pissing. Y'all been pissing me off lately. What is going
Who
on?
pissing you off, Yas?
These ladies. My God. I don't even know if I'm going to call y'all.
Yeah, Yas.
Get him.
Trying to think what's up.
Nah, like, y'all really be pissing me off.
These hoes sucking for them coach bags. Get them, Yas.
Ooh, wow. Yeah, y'all dead ass wrong for that. Y'all need to.
You never had bars ready, bro.
I don't have bars ready. I'm not a rapper.
You look like a young spitter, though.
I'm not a rapper. I'm a singer, not a rapper.
Okay, I respect that. Like, you look
also
musically inclined.
I mean, I am musically inclined.
But I didn't know I thought you had bars. This whole time I thought you'd be a rapper, you a singer.
Nah.
You softer than cream cheese.
Call it what you want.
So let's do it. Let's get to the point of this. So I posted this story and it sat with me because, like, I think musically we're promoting prostitution in our culture. I think that social media is promoting prostitution in our culture. And it has a lot of women on the fence, like, should I partake in the reindeer games? And what I'm seeing, and you gotta, I take it with a grain of salt, right? Because I don't think all women think like this.
Yeah.
And I think the ones that actually post and say these things, they are the rare case of women.
Right.
So I don't want to say like that idea is growing in their head, but it makes you wonder if this message is so loud, like social media is kind of blaring the megaphone. It was refreshing to hear a girl come on and be like, yo, y'all really acting like prostitutes out here. No man had to say it. It wasn't from the red pill space.
No.
It wasn't from no ugly short dude yelling at y'all on YouTube. It was a black woman. It was nice.
Yeah, because she's right. Like, y'all, this is what y'all promoting. Y'all, like, are y'all down bad? Because I'm confused. Because I don't hear y'all talking about getting your own money.
Yeah,
I hear y'all like, oh, you going on these dates with these men for food. Are y'all down bad?
Yeah,
like, can you not afford your food? Like, I don't understand. And like she said, y'all doing wild things for this luxurious life that you're trying to live, like in these penthouse apartments. Let's be clear. Let's be clear, because I feel like that's a select few of people that are getting these designer things. A lot of y'all still living in the projects. Probably got multiple baby dads. With no children, if you get what I'm saying.
Whoa, you shaming them, son.
Whatever.
Chill out, son. Are you talking about the girls on the air mattress?
Yep.
Chill
them
out,
too.
son.
Them too.
You talking about the ones that be using EBT for the crab legs?
Them too.
I thought that was okay.
Like,
chill out, son.
I'm like, I just don't. I'm so confused as to when, like, this is like tricking is a thing. Like, y'all acting like that's a career.
Here's the problem, right?
That's the aspiration to be a trick.
The problem is, it's a delusion.
Yeah.
Right? So when you look at a true thought warrior out there, a true bottle table service surfer, like, she's out there, I'm looking for the ballers. Like, she has a job. She knows what she's going to do. I respect the hustle, but she knows what she is. Yeah. Now what's happening is she'll post, I got the bag, I'm at this club with these dudes. You don't know how she got there or anything like that. It makes people envious online that follow her and view her.
Of course.
But guess what they don't see? They don't see the bag being blown out after the club. They don't see it's been 3 guys in a week. Like, that's what I want to know.
Or
like,
sometimes it's stuff like that. People just be lying. Y'all do understand, like, there's so many ways green screen that you can Photoshop something.
But we're not talking about that. I want to talk about no, don't do that. Don't do the fake. I want the real flesh brokers out here. I want to talk about the girls that's really getting it.
Yeah, the ones
because they're getting it, but they put in the work.
And the ones that be going to the NBA games. That's the thing. They go to them games and they sit and they do all of that because they're scouting. That's the
Talk
thing.
to me.
So those are the women. Not sometimes I feel like those are the women that y'all be idolizing, them girls that go to the basketball games because they looking for a basketball player, or they know
they didn't pay for them tickets.
The guys are in there. Or they did pay for the tickets, and then now the goal is to get somebody.
They ain't pay for the tickets
to recoup that money.
They ain't pay for the tickets. When you remember, I want to name it. Maybe his name is David Stern. He was the owner of the Clippers. His side chick was always at front row, and nobody knew how this was happening. But that's the Clippers owner side chick.
Yeah.
So guess what? It looks like she's balling or whatever. You don't know what's happening. You see that girl on vacation? She's by herself. None of your friends went on the trip?
No, because they can't.
It's just you by yourself?
Yeah, they can't.
No, there's an old white dude, an old Nigerian
and you
master
can't,
scammer.
And the thing about it is, you also can't I feel like sometimes when these girls mess with these high caliber people or whatever, you can't tell anybody that you mess with them. So you got to do everything by yourself.
But to me, they rose above the ranks to get there, so we don't even know what they did. So
their knees is definitely dirty.
We're gonna make a crazy connection that we didn't talk about.
Mm-hmm.
But there's this situation going on with Kai Cenat. The famous streamer. You know what was going on with him?
No.
So there's a sex worker who is kind of exposing that she slept with him.
Mm-hmm.
He paid her a certain amount of money, but now he didn't pay a certain portion to keep her quiet about the situation. Let's say it's $5,000. I don't know. So what's hilarious about the situation, not saying I know the porn star. I know her for work.
Yeah.
She's not somebody I would watch. You know what I'm saying? Like from going through her scene,
There's so many other options.
Not what I'm looking at, right? So then, like, it was like, let's say it's like years ago, you kind of heard what her name was. And, I was like, nah. Now she hustled, right? You get to 1,000 penises or whatever, how much it takes. You save your BBL money. You get the BBL. You do your face. You do the lips.
This is wild. I get it.
Come on, that's what they do.
That's wild.
That's a lot of penises,
that's
right?
a lot. That's a lot.
Let's do the math. Yeah, a lot of that. So let's throw out how much do you think a BBL cost? Let's do a US BBL, 30,000?
Probably.
US BBL 30,000. How much do you think it takes to work one of those jobs?
Like how much time?
Nope.
How much
money?
money?
How much do you think she could charge?
I'm going to say per person. You talking about
per time?
Per time. Is this hourly?
Yeah, let's do hourly.
I'm going to say $250 hour.
Okay, divided by 30,000 divided by 250. That's 120 of them. 120 hours of work. That's light.
Yeah,
that's light.
Wait, but we
talking
talking about a sex worker. That's not light. 120 hours of sex.
To them, maybe it's easy for them.
Oh Lord.
Holy.
Lord.
It's easy to them.
120 hours.
I work 160 hours in a month, yes.
It's only 24 hours.
I work 160 hours a month.
That's every bro. Oh my God.
So now she amassed 30 racks. Got the BBL. So she looks completely different from what I've seen, right? So I guess Kai didn't do his research on what scenes she's done. I'm talking. Yeah, I want to tell you some of the stuff this lady's done. The scenes is wild. Wild. We're not talking like, those nice soft core things. No.
She is getting rammed.
She gets it in.
All right.
So now, and Kai, he a little small boy. Like,
yeah, he looks like he's like 4'11".
So he gets this woman. And, now she's, out of him and things like that. And it's like, man, that's the young boys I try to talk to. Like, you shouldn't even be in this environment. You're a top streamer and you're messing with this low tier person.
Yeah, but my thing is, how is she why am I going to pay you hush money for your job when you did your job?
Because you're dealing with somebody that's stupid. And this is what I'm trying to say. Like Kai shouldn't even be.
I paid you for your services.
You see what I'm saying? You're about to prove what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
Kai thought off clout he can just get with this idiot, and it's just gonna be like, oh, you're Kai Cenat, blah blah, not knowing that she's some hood booger retard. Excuse my language, folks. The drinks is flowing. You know, and she's not going to act professionally in her job. So she's going to extort him.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
True.
Because she's a criminal. So now he's going through what he's going through. Why did I bring this story up? I wanted to kind of tell the audience of, I want you, and I think her name is Layla Red Cakes or Layla Cakes. I want you to, if you ever Google her, look at the first beginning of stuff that she's doing and look at the stuff now that, and I don't know if she put out put out any scenes, but she's doing the streamer thing now and all this type of stuff. The pop, the balloon. She's one of them like BBL girls. You know what I'm saying? So I want to show y'all like, it never starts off peachy keen when you get into this environment of sex work. And even when you talk to the people that are in that industry, they tell you, yo, don't get into this if you are not ready to really do the work to be in this. My point. When these girls start putting out this energy that, oh, I need you to buy me 12 oysters, or I need you to blah, blah, or whatever the trendy thing is on Instagram. There's some demons looking at you like, oh, that's all you need? Pay that fee. Hey, you see, I want you to do this. My homies over here do that. Blah, 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 blah. And now you're crying.
Yep. Get somebody else to do it.
We got to be careful of the energy we put out there. So it's not like, I never want women to feel like they can't ask for certain things, because I think y'all are beautiful. I think, you know, y'all put on this earth to really just like, you know, be our kind of guiding light and motivation, if I could put it there. And once we achieve our work goal, we get some reward. You know what I'm saying? The yams.
There we go.
But for some reason, you guys are taxing us and penalizing us for the yams, and I just don't understand. I
don't know. I'm like, are we down bad? Well, I'm not putting myself. Are y'all down bad? Because
I think they are down bad.
Because that's wild. Like, if that's the standard, like that's the standard that you set for yourself. Like, this man has to do all of these things for you in order for you. It's like quid pro quo. If you do this, I'll give you this. Like, y'all really.
That's not a relationship.
Y'all really sucking and sleeping and doing wild things that y'all probably really are not comfortable with doing, all for whatever the gain is. Whether it's a bag, whether it's a car, whether it's your rent paid, whether it's like, I would respect y'all more if y'all like, you know what? Let me pay my debt off.
Oh, and just go deep into the work.
Like, if that's what your gain is, if you like, listen,
it's kind of humbling to realize, like, even if you went full-fledged Dark Knight mode and use out there, you still not getting no money.
That's right. Like, that's crazy.
You still not getting no money.
That's
like,
crazy.
If you really, y'all,
that's
for
crazy.
The 1%, like, you know, this is what I see now. Girls will put, like, top 1% earner on OnlyFans or something like that, right? And it's like, for them to be the top 1%, you know how many users got to be on OnlyFans? And then the 80% that's not making any money.
Crazy.
Anybody did the math on that?
So you just sitting here just doing this and ain't getting no money for it. Just wasting.
And it's just
time.
like any other job. You got to build. You got to build your following. You got to do everything, bro. It takes
but it's
time.
like, why? When did that become like I don't know. It's just weird.
It's always been here. It's always been here.
I guess it has. It's just now, like, social media and all of these
puts
things
it in the light.
Yeah.
And I love it like that. That's what, like, nobody realized, like, this is a wonderful time. I never want to go into a situation, and I'm out the game. I'm retired, jerseys and rafter. I never want to go into the game, meet a chick, and then we are in a relationship. We talking blah blah.
Right.
And then she's like always asking me for money. I'm like, what is going on? Like, oh no, babe, I'm your escort. What? I'm paying for it? What?
I mean, I feel like
I don't want to be surprised.
I mean, it's not really a surprise. I feel like in a relationship, you kind of pay for it.
That's a myth.
What?
That's a myth. That's a myth.
You literally just said that if you holding us in this God and light and y'all do this thing.
Yeah, I believe the relationship is quid pro quo.
Right. So,
but I feel like in a divine situation, you guys are putting our life to accomplish something that's not like it. It may feel like transactional, but it's something like I have something that you need to unlock so I could be a better part of myself. And then when I'm the better part of myself, you're finally secure. Yeah. It's not monetary to me. I don't know why. I might be crazy. But.
No, I mean it's not always. It's not always monetary. I feel like I'm just saying like I think like in a relationship when you sit down and you really break it down, it's like it's transactional because you do this, you get that.
But then that's what I'm saying. I don't agree.
How?
I feel like the goal is to be one.
Yeah, but
so it's not transactional. We're just building to each other so that we could be this like unbeatable team. It's not so if me and you were playing basketball,
right?
And I don't shoot threes, you shoot threes. You're very good at it, right? But I grab rebounds. You suck at grabbing rebounds. You're not strong enough, right?
Right. So
just because I'm getting rebounds so that you could take threes, is that like transactional?
No, that's working together.
That's where the team works, right?
That's working
so then
together.
I think now it's the scale is so skewed and people are not realizing like you have skills for somebody else and you just need to find somebody else where the skills can finally lock in. Right. And it's like, oh, I'm being me in a way that just helps you. Right. And you're being me in a way that helps me. Yeah. That's why I feel like people are not getting that understanding.
I think they're over that. I think they just like, listen, you gotta.
No, they're not over it.
You gotta do this and pay for that.
Yeah, they're not over it. They just don't understand. Because if they went to whole life, they'd be even more depressed.
Yeah, because you're doing all this and ain't getting nothing from it.
Correct. Like, you're laying on your back. You constantly getting ran through. There's three. Let's just take it light. There's 3 dudes smashing you on a weekly basis. I don't think any woman likes that. I don't want to generalize. I apologize. You know, your body's your body, your choice. But I think majority of women will look at 3 guys inside of her and be like, hey, I don't like that.
Hey, yo, for sure.
I don't like that.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Just think
so now you have to, drink, smoke, pop a perk.
Oh, yeah, you got to get up. Yeah,
blah, blah, blah.
Because you can't.
Then now you develop an addiction. Now,
you're a crackhead.
Now, whenever you want to fall in love with somebody, you got 90 other sick souls that's in your body you got to think about. What? I'm tripping?
No, you're right.
I'm spitting, right?
Yeah, that's the problem.
So now your whole life is wrecked mentally because you made this decision. Yeah. So like when we talk about, I'm just going to lock in and just be a hoe and rack up $100K. Cool. What's going to end up happening, I'm telling you, is like, first of all, you're going to meet the guy with the elephant trunk, the guy with the bust girth, all type of things. It's like
rearranging your insides, sweetheart.
And guess what? You might like it. But now,
you
try to get with those guys, and it's like, nah, I met you.
Right, this is it.
This is crazy. I'm not going to wife you.
No, for sure. Y'all definitely am not. We are having fun, and that's just what it is. And then now you're going to try to, once you do all of that, and you get somebody that's hung like that, and you try to go deal with somebody else, they going to be like, hello.
No.
Like,
Don't even do that. Because I feel like women's stuff can snatch back. I feel whatever.
Yeah, but what I'm saying,
cool.
Listen, no.
I feel listen. Let me make my point. I feel like it's snatched back, right? But the thought of somebody being able to get you there, or like somebody that gave you the most like let's say out of those 3 guys a week, 2 of them gave you the ultimate orgasm. Now you going on your 5 years later, you go on a date with this guy who's just learning how to. He's a little bit nervous. Mm-hmm. But you just got Gorilla Donkey Kong over there. Like, what's this guy supposed to do?
Yeah, but he ain't got to know that.
Of course, but it's in the back of your mind. You're never gonna be happy.
I mean, yeah, you might not. You might not.
That's what I'm saying.
Or I mean, you gonna have to learn how to change your train of thought, because if that's the life that you're trying to live now, and you're like, listen, I'm trying to be saved. I don't want to be a hoe no more. You gonna run the risk of 9 times out of 10, you had somebody from your past that put it down, and the person that you're with now is not that person. So you better learn. You're gonna have to settle in a sense, because you ain't with the person that gave it to you the best way. I just don't I just want y'all to call a spade a spade. Just put on your resume that you are a escort, a gigolo, or something, because that's what y'all doing, selling pussy. Excuse my French.
I don't even want to. The point of my conversation is I don't want them to do it at all. Because
yeah, I mean, that would be great, but they're
ready.
going to do it.
I don't think they're ready to understand what is going to happen.
They don't care. And the thing, on the flip side of it, the men. No, but the thing about it is the men are paying for it. So that's another thing. Like when you get men that
don't mean nothing. Like that don't mean nothing. Everybody has dignity. We have all a responsibility of like sharing shame. You know, like I wish shame would come back, right?
Of course.
Like there has to be something in you. We all have free will where you're like, I don't need to do this for money. Like there's some things I will not accept. Like if somebody, if I had I left one job because of that. Like it, and I was making mad money, but this dude came in. He's a jerk, bothering me all the time. Mm-hmm. And I prayed. I was like, yo, God, if you get me out of the situation, it's cool. Like, you know, I just want to go back here. Delivered. I'm on a different path. I'm not gonna sit there because the money's good. That don't make sense.
Yeah.
It don't make sense.
Yeah, I agree. Like you gotta learn when to pivot, because all money, just because
it's not good money, it's not good for your soul. It's not good for your well-being.
Exactly. So if y'all sitting out here like doing this for whatever gain,
doing it for the bread.
Whatever gain y'all.
But I want to be clear. Once again, we're not talking about everybody. But if you made that decision, like. There's sex workers out there, porn stars, or whatever. I understand, bro. That's your money.
That's your job.
You're good at it.
Cool.
You didn't want to do algebra in high school.
We are not talking about you, because you are probably the elite person. But the work,
knock it out.
You need to talk to these young people that are trying to get into this game, because I'm pretty sure you
and
hate your job.
And they do.
Pretty sure you hate it. And you're just like, listen.
They do.
I'm sure they do. That's just like women that get BBLs.
I've seen postings,
and tell them not to.
Interviews where they're like, yo, this is not an industry where you just take it lightly. Pinky, for example. I know Pinky, she has content where it's like, this is not it. This is not what you want to do, blah, blah.
Because it also has its own politics with it. Like, it's not all glitz and glam like it should be. And I'm pretty sure those women will say the same thing. Like, they probably don't feel like they were paid appropriately. You know what I'm saying? But when you think about that, like, how serious is somebody taking? And when it's like, yo, this is what you do for a living. You think I'm about to pay you, you know what I'm saying? Like, how the gamble with that, like I don't know, but y'all could sit there and idolize sleeping with people for money or things, because it's not just money, it's things, but y'all need to do it yourself. Like why aren't you getting your own money? Like why are you down bad to the point where you going on dates with men just
let me ask you a question.
For food. What?
You ever met somebody that's down bad? You knew some girls that was down bad?
Have I ever met somebody that was down bad? No.
See, like, this is why I realize it's not a global pandemic. I don't feel like it's all girls that are doing this, or a majority of girls are doing this.
Yeah.
Because if you don't know anybody that's like, well, they could be doing it secret.
I mean, they could be. I don't know what people do in their off time. I do not know what people do
the cooler
in their off time. I don't know. But I have never been around somebody that has done that.
They wouldn't even tell you though.
I would hope. I hope they won't.
None of your friends ever strip?
No.
Yeah, they definitely not telling you. There's a lot of strippers that are in the friend group that nobody knows.
Yeah, there's none of my friends have been.
You'd be
strippers.
Surprised.
None of my friends have been strippers.
Like, damn, you down that bad? You would strip it?
And I mean, listen, if that's what you gotta do, listen. As long as stripping is a lesser evil.
Stripping is the weed of prostitution.
Then sleeping with
no. You heard what I said? Stripping is the weed of prostitution.
I understand.
It's the gateway. It's the start.
It is absolutely.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, no. That's why I said it's the lesser of the two evils, because you're not being penetrated. Yeah, you still kind of being violated to an extent, but you're not sleeping. You're not sleeping.
What do you mean violated?
I mean,
what do you mean violated?
The way these.
Let's go.
The way. First of all, I'm not even doing this looking
No. Come on, man.
The
What you
things
mean
that, the
violating?
things that go on in strip clubs and the way people act in strip clubs, that's like you getting smacked on, you getting your thong popped, like they rip, like that's a violation. That's violating. But
Okay.
I understand there's rules to the strip club life, but again, like you're not. It's the lesser of two evils if you dancing as opposed to literally laying on your back and taking peen in every hole that you got, every orifice that you got. It's wild, but I just don't I don't like that girl said. I don't understand. I want y'all to just be honest about.
I'll tell you right now, I don't look. This is my thing, and I'll talk from a guy perspective. And I think to me, strippers are equal to drug dealers. I look at the guys who got the Hermes, the whatever the new, I don't know.
Some of that
Fendi,
stuff don't be real and it be
Cardi. I don't know. I don't know.
We don't.
But when I look at all that stuff, I look at the fast money, like the equivalent of what I'm saying for depression, being sad, body issues, STIs, STDs, all that type of stuff. I just think of jail with drug dealers. Like, this is why I don't participate in none of that behavior. I don't want to go to jail. I know it all leads to jail at the end of the day.
Either that or it's a body bag.
Yeah. So it's the same thing at the end of the day with like selling your body. It leads to this thing. It may look good for a good 5 years, but I'm telling you, bro,
5
it's
years?
What?
That's a long time. You said it may look good for 5 years? Like the act of them doing it, or you talk about their body looks good for 5 years? What are we talking about?
How long do you think these girls selling their body for? There's no 401k in selling your body.
Yeah, I know, but 5 years is a long time.
They doing it for long.
My Lord.
They doing it for long.
That's crazy. At this point, you're sleeping with a corpse. So they're not even there.
What are you trying to do?
I'm just saying.
Are you making fun of them?
No,
that's not good.
I didn't make fun of them.
What are you trying to do?
I am saying that if they're doing it for that long, they have mentally tapped out. They're no longer there. So you are sleeping as a person, what is that? The consumer. You are consuming. You are sleeping with a corpse. You're paying your money to sleep with a corpse.
That porn star look like she's having a lot of fun.
I mean, that's not even her. Like that's not her. But
yeah,
we
want that.
Okay, well,
we want that.
Why are y'all paying for it?
Who's what?
Why are y'all paying for it? Why are y'all paying?
You know what? That's a good question. And like, first of all, I'm not paying for sex.
Yeah,
let's ask this: why are men paying for? Like, you take an educated guess. Why are men paying for sex, Yas?
Oh God, because they're not getting it at home. Well, first of all,
really?
Hold on,
really?
Hold on, because some of them don't have a home, and they still paying for it.
I don't know about them guys.
And some of them,
some
of them probably can't get it, so they paying for it.
Yeah, and that's a shame. You know what I would do if I was the president of the United States, and Trump should probably do this? There should be a economic PP plan.
What's the PP stand for?
Pleasure, play. I'll call it the P4P. Pleasure for play.
And what does this entail?
If you're a woman who's down bad, you need help getting stabilized or whatever, the government gives you a food allowance.
We talked about this.
Money, and we assign you to someone who is not doing so well in the looks department. They have to fit a certain aesthetic. Like,
this sounds like slavery.
I didn't say it. Listen to what I'm saying, and then you can critique it first. Okay. The girl, she's assigned. Matter of fact, she gets a portfolio. She gets a couple folders that she can look through. We don't care what she look like, but she gets a couple folders that she looks through. You're paired with a gentleman, and you get to choose the duration, 6 months minimum. Mm-hmm. And you go with a social worker. Mm-hmm. And they talk about the frequency of how many times this is going to happen, blah, blah. And his issues, how y'all going to interact with each other, blah, blah. Now the woman gets a stipend. She gets her living taken care of, and we get another crazy deranged man off the streets.
So now he's just gonna be crazy with her. He's gonna be a red flag for her.
No, we're gonna get this woman the most. First of all, I said social work is involved. So
but we all know how the system fails. So
well, we have to see how this thing starts, and then we'll make fixes and tweaks to it.
Okay.
But as we can get these shooters off the street, and like I said, they're having unprotected sex and all that type of stuff.
Why can't the shooters go to jail for shooting somebody?
Here's the in my economic plan, P for P. We want to stop the shooter before the shooting actually happens.
Okay. So you think that a vagina is going to stop the shooting?
I think for every man that has a vagina is less likely to take the life and shoot
when he said
anyone.
Every man that has a vagina, he means that has a woman.
There you go. My apologies. Good old Barry L. When a man has a woman that he cares about, he's less likely to be involved in shooting and further
take you serious right
domestic violence.
That's a lie. I don't know.
Studies have shown.
Get this man.
Studies have shown.
Get this man off the mic. First of all, no, we're not doing no P for P. That's wild. That sounds like modern day sex trafficking.
How do we make it not sound like that?
I don't think you can. You're
They're doing it right now.
Okay.
They're doing it right now.
They're not supposed to be.
But how do we make it safer?
I don't think we can. Honestly, I don't think we can. And I'm not even about to try. So if y'all want to be out here, just stay away from me with it. I'm not a part of it, but I don't know.
So you have no suggestions? You just dump it on my plan, my economic plan. That's gonna end domestic terrorism in America.
It's not gonna. That's a stretch.
I think it would.
It's not going to do that just because you assign somebody to somebody and you paying all their bills as long as they sleeping with this person that nobody wants. The reject.
Hey, yo, why you call my man a re
That's
like that?
That's basically what he is, a reject. If nobody wants him and he had to resort to the government.
But baby, nobody wanted her. This is helpful to the women too who can't sell their thing.
They're all rejects.
Thank you. So let's put them together so that there's less of the chaos on the streets.
So you think all the rejects are the chaos in the streets? So you think that
I don't want to answer that question on camera.
This is great. This is crazy.
You know you're insane.
What?
Because you're insane.
How?
You rather have that pretty girl that's selling her soul out there get ran through 56 times in a week than go get some of these lower tier girls.
I would prefer that she does not get ran through 56 times in a week. I would prefer that she did not do that.
Correct.
But me pairing her with one man,
under a social worker.
First of all, the social doesn't matter. These are grown adults.
Under a social worker.
They are not going to have a social worker for a grown adult.
Under a social worker.
Nonetheless, they sign up for this plan and they get
program.
They get assigned.
It's more letters.
To another reject.
Yo,
call a spade a spade. They get assigned to another person.
Thank you.
That nobody wants.
We didn't say that, but
you just said that. You said that these
can't find. I said can't find.
And you also said nobody wants. That's what
I said can't find.
How can they can't find somebody? They blind?
He's playing a lot of video games talking about domestic terrorism.
He needs to come out of playing the video games and then be in it.
See, now you want to change his life.
Field.
All I'm saying is like this girl may not be aesthetically pleasing to all the customers out here.
I'm not selling humans.
I didn't say sell. I said pair.
But
like Bluetooth.
But you are paying them to sex somebody.
I didn't say that.
What are they doing there?
You see how you see you're a sick person. You're a freaky frog. I didn't say that. I said pair. And under the supervision of a social worker, adults will be adults. In
turn, it's always about the yams. So exactly what I said. You are paying somebody to go have sex with somebody because nobody wants them.
You're making it sound icky. I'm just
It is icky.
We are just.
No,
I'm not. It's like
Please do not run for Kadeem.
Tinder Hinge ish.
Please do not elect Kadeem.
Government Tinder Hinge.
No.
P for P.
No.
Everybody's getting paid. We got social worker involved. Somebody's getting food and housing.
Imagine if you were a social worker and you got assigned to something like this.
And you getting paid. You getting paid $80K.
All type of
you getting paid $80K.
$80K ain't nothing.
You know why a social worker is important? You need somebody to be a mediator to just like if there's any abuse going on, any problems.
Then what they gonna do? He's gonna go to jail.
Assign it. Well, yeah, of course, go to jail if he does something crazy. But no, if there's some issues,
you gonna just switch him out with somebody else?
No, we're just gonna make sure that he gets the help that he needs. And plus, the social worker should already be vetting these guys so he's not like insane. What do you think? What type of program do you think I'm running?
Well, clearly, I don't know. It already sounds crazy.
I think this works. What's your plan?
No, I don't have a plan.
You just want everybody running around doing this crazy stuff.
No, I didn't say.
Posting a box on Instagram. You see?
Listen, I did not
and
say.
TikTok.
I don't want to see that.
You're gross.
Don't ever.
She's a proponent of TikTok.
No, yeah, but I don't want it. I don't see vagina on my TikTok.
You must be kidding me.
I promise you, I ain't never seen a vagina on my TikTok.
TikTok is crazy.
I don't know what side of TikTok you're on, but I don't see that.
You don't see the girls with the breasts?
No, I don't see none of that.
What's going on with my algorithm?
That's not me. That's not me. That's because you be on the podcast talking about some you a titty man, and you know the government be listening. That's why I can't be on TikTok, bro. I'm gonna show you. My TikTok does not look like that.
I'm gonna send you one, so you can mess you up. I don't know your algorithm.
I don't know what you be looking at. Don't send that to me because I'm going to put do not like this content. And it's not going to come up on my algorithm. I don't even play.
I definitely have to do that on Instagram. I'll be like, "What is happening?"
And even my Instagram, that stuff doesn't come up on my Instagram.
I think I don't know if it was Instagram or TikTok, but scrolling now you see this girl folded up like a pretzel in the passenger in the driver's seat of her car. I'm like, what is this? What is this?
But I'm the freaky frog.
What does that have to do with me?
the same way you try to put it on me, it's you.
Well. Once again, I don't know who liked it.
It wasn't me.
It didn't come. It's not coming on mine.
I don't see.
But that one thing with you.
Oh my God, you're talking about the gym. So what? She had a fat butt. Yes, she did.
Yeah,
so
you're a freak.
I'm not a freak.
You're a freak, boy. We know what type of ones you like.
Anyway.
And you the aggressive one in the strip club too.
No, I'm not. I am the most subtle person in the strip club. Do not. But
you and Jamie eating chicken wings.
That's one thing I do not do. I do not eat food in the strip club. It's disgusting. I don't want pussy juice, booty juice, titty juice. I don't want none of that. Skin flakes, none of that.
Whoa.
Listen, people be having all types of stuff. I don't want that on my food, so I'm not eating at a strip club.
Agree.
Although they say that strip clubs have the best food, I'm not eating in a strip club.
Now, could you imagine, though, and this is where I'm really confused. You know, you do the work, 3 dudes a week or whatever, and it's like, you buy a bag.
Yeah, that's what they spend their money on.
You buy the it's like, you just immediately buy depreciating assets.
They don't even buy a house.
That's what I'm saying.
They go, well, they can't get a house.
You can't. You could really get a house.
Yeah, I mean, they don't understand that, but
you could really get. First of all, could I give game?
You sure?
The game is. I gotta be careful because I don't think this is legal. Here's the game. They should start an LLC. Right, modeling services. Take all their cash. Probably write like some invoices for photos and different things like that to certain entities. And then deposit that into the LLC account and then pay themselves a draw.
You hear that? He just gave y'all the game.
Then, or find somebody else that has an LLC, give them a portion of your cash that you get, have them pay you $10.99, and then you have now taxable income.
There you go. That's the game.
I don't know why they don't do that.
Because they probably don't know to do that. And they probably ain't paying their taxes.
Yeah, it's usually taxes that get people like, I don't want to pay taxes. You got to pay taxes. In order to be a human being, you got to pay taxes. Because like if you're doing this work and you don't got property, eventually, like, it just don't make sense. And then
Y'all just out
there's
here
no 401k for hoes.
Just out here getting your body ran through, ran down, and you ain't gonna have nothing to show for it by the time you 30. I'm gonna say 30 because if y'all starting as young as y'all starting, y'all ain't even gonna make it to 30.
Any closing remarks for the what do you think? People should stop being jealous of people on Instagram because you don't know what they do. You don't know what they did to get it.
Yep. And
What
if you
else?
selling pussy, just be honest about it.
How should they be honest about it? Put the link in the bio.
Yep. And
OnlyFans.
let them know. Like, listen, this right here ain't free.
I really want them to stop complaining on Instagram.
You gotta pay to play.
No. I want them to stop. Stop complaining. Like if you into that work, don't complain on Instagram, because you're really throwing us all off. Like when it's like, oh, dude didn't take me on a $500 date, he didn't find me first class, or he flew me Spirit. He know I'm a Delta girl. That sounds like prostitution behavior.
Or it sounds like entitled behavior, but because you think you're entitled to something that you're not. So, I mean, and in turn, you are soliciting services.
It's prostitution behavior.
You know,
like if somebody's flying you out, and once again, we talked about this before, but if somebody's flying you out and you're mad at the airline, and all
are sleeping with each other. That's what I was told. You get flued out, you sleeping with them.
Who told you that?
You did.
Thank you.
So, y'all ladies that's prostitution.
In Diddy law, that's trafficking.
Yeah, that's definitely, you have been trafficked across state lines, ma'am. So be careful. And guys, be careful because
crazy. They don't fly them out no more.
Exactly, because guys,
technically,
as soon as if you don't give them Delta and you give them Spirit, they gonna go to the cops and be like, he tried to traffic me, he's tried to fly me out, blah 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 blah. He said he was gonna pay for this and pay for that. You doing? And all this other stuff.
You're number 2 in the East, yo.
You know, do what you do with your vagina and your penis. That's between y'all, but please just stop acting like. Don't be mad when somebody calls you a hoe or a prostitute.
I don't think they're gonna be mad. Be proud. Be proud. They got the slut walk. You got the slut walk. You got everything now. Let's first of all, everybody, let's bring shame back. That's what we need to do. Let's bring shame back. Whenever somebody's out here promoting their life and this is what they do and they got the Chanel bag and blah blah, let's promote shame. In the comment section, ask how you got that. What kids did you extract to get that? What soul did you take? And then, make sure she got 3 references. Fellas, make sure she got 3 references when she come through. That's all I gotta say.
Well, I mean, he said a mouthful. I'm over y'all. Y'all
she got a mouthful.
That's what he said. I mean, well, sometimes some of y'all don't have a mouthful, but
what? What? That's the first time you got me. What?
We're not about to sit here.
What's the?
We're not about to sit here and act like everybody got a mouthful. A lot of these men don't have a mouthful.
What are you saying? You saying the man got or he ain't shooting a mouthful?
No, he don't have enough to make it a mouthful.
That's what you gotta say, dog. You can't
I don't have to. I guarantee when they hear that, go
you
know.
Think people got that?
Yes, they know exactly what I said.
I immediately see that. Like, what you mean, men don't got a mouthful?
A lot of y'all don't got a mouthful. You don't got a mouthful of dick. Like, you don't have a mouthful of it.
You see, I'm so confused. I thought you were talking about semen. I'm like, who's shooting that much?
No, you don't got a mouthful of dick.
You see, I'm still confused. That's why I'm glad we had this conversation. Making no sense.
It makes sense, and they gonna understand what I mean when I said it. I guarantee.
Yeah, I didn't understand what you said.
That's because you ain't. Why would you get that?
Yeah, you're right.
Exactly. The girls, they gonna know what I'm talking about when I say a lot of y'all ain't got a mouthful. I thought you was talking about blasting him. No, I'm talking about they don't got enough to be a mouthful, to make it a mouthful.
They just gotta get in their throat.
You can't if you don't got enough. If it ain't reaching, it ain't gonna reach. If it's not,
I don't know these problems.
Right. So that's what I'm saying.
As soon as I try to put some dick in, it's like